Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this tutorial, I am going to show you step by step how you set up Tailwind CSS version 4 with a Vite powered React project. So whether you are just getting started or looking to speed up your development workflow, this is the perfect setup for rapid and modern web development. So without further much ado, we can get started. So allow me to open my terminal so that I can navigate to my project, to my 1.3 like that. So what I have done is that I had already prepared the React project, So if I just let me clear that, then I can just cd tutorials. cd tutorials like that. So I can just cd 1.3, and you see I have everything there. I have already prepared this project folder. If you do not have this project folder and maybe you want to create it, you can just npm create Vite at latest. Then you can just put if you want it to be there, you can just put like that, dot like that. You can just put dot slash so that any folder or the project that is being created is going to be created at that working space. So when you click like that, you'll be, of course there will be questions like you want Vite, you will select you want Vite, you want React, you want maybe Vue, you want maybe to work with JavaScript, maybe you want to work with the TypeScript, you will have to select, but that's the way out and that is the formula. So without wasting time, let me open the project on VS Code. So what I can do, I can just come and terminate that way. Then I can just open this and I can just clear everything there. Then now you can look at this one. This one is totally an empty code. This one is totally an empty project. So what we are going to do, the first step is very simple. I have already written the blog on how you can do that. You can just open the Chrome, then you search Dennis Peter Munyao Tailwind Vite. Then I don't know, Dennis Peter Munyao Medium. Then once you open that one, you can just open that. Then I have already defined everything here. So I'll paste the link. So we'll just be following this blog, this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm coming here. We can even you can just close it. We can just come here. You open the terminal using Ctrl backticks. Then from here, you're just going to write a simple command that is going to execute. That is going to help us in creating. That is going to help us now in creating the required files to work with them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say npm install Tailwind, npm install Tailwind CSS at Tailwind CSS Vite. Then we just give it a minute to get installed. So I'll show you some things here. If I open Tailwind React Vite, okay, like that way, can just come here and open. Can just maybe check from the documentation what they are maybe requiring us to do. So if I just open, you'll find out that there is get started with Tailwind CSS. So Tailwind CSS works by scanning all of your HTML files, JavaScript components, and any other templates for class names, generating the corresponding styles, and then writing them to a static CSS file. It's fast, flexible, and reliable with zero runtime. Now that one I completely agree with. Now using Vite, installing Tailwind CSS as a Vite plugin is the most seamless way to integrate it with frameworks like Laravel, Svelte, React Router, Next, and Solid.js. So of course there's this, okay, there's that. But I want to show you. I just want to make everything much more simpler. Let me see whether everything has been installed. So let us just give it some 2 minutes for everything to be installed. The network is not quite such strong. So if you see this one, now this one you may be a little bit confused if maybe you're not used to Vite, because they are not such clear. This one, whether it's in React, whether it's in Vue, they are not such clear on that. Now let me see just a minute. Okay, let's see. Using post CSS, let's see post CSS. Tailwind CLI. Don't know why it's taking so long to install. Just a minute. It's a minute. So start the Tailwind CLI build process. So there is the run CLI tool to scan your source files for. Let's see Tailwind version. Let's see Tailwind version 3. Let's see Tailwind version 3. So there was this odd way through which we are trying to do Tailwind. Let me see. I don't know why it's taking quite long. Just a minute. Okay, but you can just be passing over the documentation, everything. Meanwhile, while everything is being installed, let me see. You can maybe go to my blog and see and maybe read. So this is it. How to install Tailwind CSS 4.0 in React and with Vite. So inside your terminal, create a Vite React project through the following command, that which you have done. npm create Vite at latest project name. Choose your template. You can choose React, choose JavaScript or TypeScript. It's just the same. On the terminal, execute below commands. You cd the project name that you choose, then you npm on the same terminal, npm install Tailwind CSS at Tailwind CSS/Vite. What we have simply done. Now open your project with the favorite text editor for our tutorial. Now for our tutorial, let us use VS Code. Now I work with VS Code, I can work with Atom, I can work with Sublime, but I prefer CSS, VS Code or Sublime. Now inside your VS Code, you will find a file written vite.config.js. Now this one is immediately after you have executed this command, you will now find a file that is written now. Now on this file, we are going to import Tailwind CSS from at tailwind.css Vite. Now after you have imported this one, you have to configure it Tailwind CSS that way. In the folder file src index.css, remove all code and paste this. Now you paste that one. This one is in the global CSS file. You paste at import tailwind.css, then run command in your terminal, npm run dev. Now this npm run dev, it is made to build the entire Vite application and also combine with maybe Tailwind. So after doing that, you will see now everything is working perfectly. But I want us to do this one now practically, aside from using the blog. Now everything has been well set. Now if we go back to the blog there's of course creating the project, then cd the project name which we have already done. Then we have opened the project name with our VS Code. Then we have executed this command on the terminal. Now, if we go directly from to here to vite.config.js, you find out that you find out that there are these small lines of code here. Now, what we are going to do from this blog, we are going to do what? We are going to import Tailwind CSS. So I'm going to say import Tailwind CSS from at tailwind/vite. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come now here and say Tailwind CSS, then into brackets like that. Now, after doing that, you see I've already imported this one from this module. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back to index.css and I'm going to clear everything like that. Then I can just maybe clear from app.css. Then I come to app.jsx, clear everything. Then RFE, get that way. Then I come now back to index.css. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to say import Tailwind at Tailwind CSS, that way. Then after I have done that, I can now come and see from app.jsx, can now come and say h4 h2 Tailwind CSS 4.0 configured. Then with that I can maybe try to test some of the classes. So I can say class name is equals to green is equals to bg green, something like 700. You see, that way. If I now come back and open the terminal, then execute npm run dev to build everything and execute the project so that you can get it working. If I open localhost 5173, you see everything has been configured. So it's such simple. You can repeat the tutorial if you have not understood, and also it is also good to code while the explainer is coding. Maybe you can see let's see text maybe white like that. Then you can maybe put padding. No, there is no need of that. So you can just come, and if you have not understood, you can just come and pass again over the tutorial, over the blog. It's on Code with Munyao from Medium. Then you can look how to install Tailwind CSS 4.0 in React with Vite. So enough of that is said. Thank you guys for listening unto me. Subscribe and share. Let us meet again in another tutorial like this. Thank you and have a